Hello guys, What's Up Man here, bringing y'all some information today. A lot of new gun owners out there, and so I figured I'd make a quick tutorial video, I guess you would say, on how to clean your pistol. So the gun I'm working with today is a Glock 21. This is one of my carries, pretty reliable, and Glock is one of the more well-known manufacturers that people are going for. This is a Glock 21, so it's a 45 ACP, and I'll show y'all step by step on how I break mine down and clean it. So without further ado, so let's get it out of the holster real quick. We're going to put it down, got his finger off trigger. We'll set this to the side. And okay, so here we have a firearm. Now, starting off, first thing you want to do, make sure the gun is unloaded. So we're going to flip it over, we'll press the mag release. There we go. Right. Then we're going to rack the slide, we'll hold it open. We're going to inspect the firearm. Right. So the mag is out of it. I'm going to stick my finger in here so there's nothing in the chamber. No, nothing's in the chamber, as you can see. Alright. So now it's time to disassemble. Now it's crucial for Glocks that in order to disassemble them, you have to squeeze the trigger. So I'm going to rack it back. I'm going to squeeze the trigger. There we go. And let's see if I can do this. So these two little pins right here, they're spring oriented. You got one on this side. So I'll show you real quick. And I'll flip it over. Right here as well. Once again, the firearm is unloaded. So in order to get this off after the trigger has been squeezed, you have to push these down. So how I do this, come back a little bit, pull that down with that. Oh, hang on. It's a little hard for this model. Let me do this. So I'm going to push it down. There it goes. Got it off. Notice how this came out. Okay, it just rests right here. But here I have it disassembled now. So I pushed it against my body, pushed it down, pulled the slide forward, came right off. Okay, so here's the spring. I'll set that right here. I'm going to pull this up. Bring this out just like that. And there we have it disassembled. Well, it's pretty easy to maintain. I already have everything set up that I need. So I'm going to bring this over here. So you have your recoil spring, I want to call it. But this is what uses to catch the slide as it comes back. It helps it back forward into the rest position. Here's your barrel, and here's your slide, and here's your lower. Okay. Alright, first thing I want to do, got all my tools. I use my spray lube here. I got. Okay. I'm going to the barrel. On the outside, and we'll even get out to here. Just like that. I'm very generous whenever I clean my gun, so I'm going to go ahead and spray this down too. Now anytime you're cleaning a firearm, it's always recommended to have a good ventilation and all that, because you are dealing with chemicals. Like I said, I'm currently working in my garage right now and got the garage door open. I'll go ahead and spray that down, spray that in there. And this is just a kind of minimalistic clean, I guess you would say. So I'm not fully disassembling the slide. I'll go ahead and get this too. Just spray this in here, spray back here, put this down, make sure it's all down the side railings, just like that. Okay. Alright, now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get my scrubber, and I want to work the slide first. So I have my wire brush here. swipes with it. And what you're doing now, you're just removing all the grime and use, per se, from every time you shot the firearm. You're just removing all the residue. Really simple. So now, got that done. I'm going to take a cloth patch and my little pick. We're just going to kind of go in here, clean out the sides with it. Harder to reach areas. Get up in there. Nice and good. Pull it out. As you can see, pretty dirty, but that's why we're cleaning it. Get in through here. Like I said, don't be afraid to get your fingers dirty. I mean, it's going to happen regardless. It's funny, the cleaner your firearms, the dirtier you become. Everybody knows who've ever cleaned one before. There's the slide. Now, let's go ahead and do the lower too, since I got this cloth out. I'm going to flip it over. And just run it down the sides right here. Use my little pick to get in these little crevices. Yeah, like I said, this is just a very minimalistic way on how to clean it. You're not completely disassembling the entire firearm. You're just cleaning basically the bare essentials. Make sure that's in view. Yeah. There we go. Get right here on the side, just like that. Nice and easy. Let's go ahead and get down here. Okay. So, that one's used up. Go ahead and grab another one. Go ahead and wipe down the inside of the mag well. Sorry if I take it off screen for a sec. Still getting kind of used to the teaching aspect of it. Let's get right here. So a little grab and build up underneath that slide piece. There you go. Let's get right here. So basically anything that is a tight fit or something like that, I'll use this pick to kind of help guide the cloth in between to help clean out that area. Okay, so there's that. So that's done. I'm just going to set that there. Now I'm going to take the spring and I'm just going to twist it just like that. Fairly simple. Like I said, the overall general idea is just you're trying to get everything clean, no residue. So the reason for this is to help prevent with malfunctions and anything like that. So I'll even oil down non-essential parts just in case. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Pop down this barrel. Now, this is the barrel mechanism. This is where a lot of your grime is going to be, so feel free to get vigorous with it with the brush. You see right here on these grooves. Okay, set that to the side. Let's go ahead and get the wire brush. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. Try to get underneath there, get my screw patch. Okay. I'm just kind of doing that just because I can. Okay. So now, I said we kind of scrubbed everything. I'm just going to wipe it down again with a fresh patch. Typically these patches, whenever you buy them, they come in bulk size, and that's the main reason they you're going to use a lot of them to clean a firearm. So if you see a good deal on them, like get this one right here that I have. It's got like what is that, 500 of them. Last you a little while. Okay, so wipe that down. Now, the important part. So now I'm going to take my wire brush, my bore scrubber, basically. And I actually have some bore scrub here. Use this brand. I'm not gonna, if you see the brand names, you see what I'm using, but I'm not gonna say them out because I'm not sponsored by any of them. So, like I said, but if they want to sponsor me, they can. We're just gonna run this up and down the barrel, just like that. Give it a couple of swipes. Now, I'm trying to see here. I'll get it to look for you. There you go. Inside the barrel. Just a couple of swipes. So set that back. Bring this back in. Now I'm just going to take my mop. So this is what that's called. So I'm going to go on this again, and I'm just going to run this up and down the barrel. Well, as well. And I like running it first dry, kind of, pick up all the residue from the bore cleaner. Go ahead and do that. Okay. And then, what I'll do, and go ahead and put that back on. I'll get some of my oil here. Go ahead and bust that open. What I like to do is this, on my mop, I just slowly rotate it, like that, and I'm putting this light application on it, but I'm going all the way around. That's good. And now I'm going to rerun it through. Just like that. Sorry about that. People don't know around my house how to remain quiet, and they want to describe to me exactly what they're doing at all times. I don't get it. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we'll go ahead and run it this way. Now, when I'm using the wire brush, I always like to go the direction, the way the bullet travels out the barrel. Some people say it's fine. Some people say you can do it both ways. Some people put it this way. I like to go this way with it. Either or is fine. It's just personal preference, honestly. The reason I like going it my way is because I'm going with the grooves of the rifling inside the chamber, or the barrel, I'm sorry. That's just me. The good thing about cleaning a gun, or a firearm, excuse me, is that you kind of develop your own way to do it. This is just kind of show you kind of like a general idea on how people do it. So my way is not set in stone. Other people will do it different ways. Some people will go more in depth with how they do it. This is just a minimalistic cleaning. So what I'm doing now, I'm taking a cloth patch and I'm running it through a jig just like that. I'm just running it back and forth through it, and I'm going to do that until I come out with a clean patch. So basically, when I know the barrel is clean, the patch will come out just like that. So self-explanatory, I know, but just to kind of put it out there on the explanation. So I'll go ahead and do that. Go ahead and rotate it as it goes down. It's still dirty. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab another patch. I'm going to try to run it down there. So I just doubled up on my patches. Get a thicker contact area. So run it through there. It is hot today, so I'm sitting there sweating. Do have a air conditioner in my garage, but for the sake of the video, I turned it off. So let me see if this will work. Yeah. Go ahead and rotate it. Push it back in, out, in, out. There we go. Not bad. Come this way with it. And I said I try to clump it up in it as much as I can without jamming it in the barrel. And I'm just trying to clean the groovings out of the riflings. So that's all I'm doing. Show it to you. Just like that. You can see the rifling in the barrel, hopefully. The camera picks it up. That's how it looks. Okay. And now we're basically kind of at the step of just close to getting disassembled. So now you take your little pick and go through. Little grooves right here. The reason I'm doing that because I think it was right here, yeah. I saw some residue still needed to be get off. Just kick that off real quick. Grab one of my used ones here. There we go. It's not too bad. That's somebody's house alarm. Yeah, a car alarm. There you go. So all we have to do is just reassemble it. So, in order to do that, we're going to need your oil. Now, let's go ahead and we'll slide the barrel. I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and I'll oil up the outside of the barrel just a little bit, just to give it. Not really needed, but I do it anyway. So now I'm just going to slide it in, just like that. Put it back, set it into position where it resets. Okay. Now, on your Glock models, you know you have a flat end and a beveled end. So the beveled end goes out toward pointing where the bullet would come out. So you want to put your flat end against the inside of the barrel, just like this. It is set right in that groove on the chamber, and it just rests right there. So, after that, your slide is basically finished. So now you want to apply oil on all of your catchings right here. I said, I'll go on the tops and on the side. Just make sure you get it nice and grooved, just like that.
Does it help if I grunt and it's like somebody's listening to you? Oh. Sorry.
That's my father, guys. He's trolling me.
I'm his assistant.
Yeah. I said, the man taught me everything he knows about firearms. And like I said, I'm passing that knowledge down on to y'all. So if I get anything wrong, it's his fault. But anyway, I digress. So we're going to go down the entire slide right here. Like I said, and I like to be generous with the oil. I mean, can you over oil? Yeah, but I've never had a case come like that. So, alright, so we oiled the lower. Now if I put the slide on, and it fits just like that. So I'll make sure the spring is set into position where it needs to be. It is. And from the groovings, you'll just slide it right back into place, just like this. Hang on. It's hard to do this upside down. There it goes. Center your spring, come back. There you go. Like I said, after that, just give your gun a rack a couple of times. Get that oil worked in, get knocking off the excess. Trying to grab a patch here, they are stuck together. I'll just wipe down all the excess on this that's leaking out. So that oil is where it needs to be on all contacting parts, especially on the slide and upper part. Remember, I oiled the base of the barrel too, so you want to get right there. Now I'll just go ahead and lock it back into position. So now I'm going to do this. Like I said, I'm not trying to scrub anything, I'm just getting the oil down. There we go. And that's how you can clean a Glock, pistol firearm. So if you like this video, feel free to put a comment down, subscribe for me, that always helps. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good one.